Hey guys, welcome back. This is what, episode 4 this will be? Let's see, last time we killed Quelag, and not a lot else happened. I got the, oh, we killed the Moonlit Butterfly. I got the Divine Ember and the Lightning Spear. And then I got cocky and died in Sense Fortress. It's not that I got cocky, I fucking ran out of Estus. So. I love that. So now we're on a quest to fucking find my fucking souls. Luckily they're on the main drag, for want of a better term. I mean, it's near the end of the main drag, but it's there. So, here's to hoping I don't die in a really stupid fucking way. If you watched yesterday, I thought we were having some technical difficulties, and it turned out we weren't. I still have not uploaded the last night's footage to YouTube, but soon, TM. God damn it! This is why I fucking hate Sen's Fortress. Thought I was gonna get hit by that fucking pendulum too. Ah! Can't even fuck. Before you ask, yes, fuck is one of my favorite words. Thank you for asking. It's so, you know, malleable. It's almost infinitely usable. So many parts of speech the word fuck covers. You know? It's great. I love it. Okay, that asshole's dead. Gotta kill that other asshole. Or die horribly. Fuck me. And there go my, what, 15,000 souls? Whatever. Fucking Sen's Fortress. That's just more time I'll have to grind souls in fucking, on Orlando. Whatever. Still gonna be salty about it. Well, at least the trap reset while I was dying in there. I'm so happy to have found the way to perfectly aggro only one of these assholes. Jesus, I've never heard their jaws snap shut like that. Ugh. I love how they hold their head. It's hilarious. I mean, it was only like one level's worth of souls, so it's not like the end of the fucking world, but it is irritating. And I know, it is entirely my fault. I got stupid. I mean, every time I die in Sen's Fortress is really my fault. I think he just bit the dust. Yep, there he goes. Now to get this lightning slinging cocksucker. Razzle. Frazzle, razzle, frazzle. So if you are so inclined, these guys are relatively weak to fire as well. No. Ha ha ha. Dick. Onward and upward. So, remastering and HD remakes of games are kind of in vogue right now. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong. You know, they remastered Dark Souls. They remade Resident Evil 2, which was fucking awesome. Like, seriously. Resident Evil 2 was my favorite in the series until 7. But, yeah, 2 was the first one I played. So it getting an HD remake was awesome. And I played it, and it was indeed awesome. But, you know, if any of you still have not played it and are fans of the Resident Evil series, do it. But yeah, it's become in vogue to remake games, especially older games and whatnot. And here's like, free money, Ubisoft, listen to me. Fucking HD remake of the Prince of Persia Sands of Time trilogy. Like, seriously, that would be amazing. Like, that's one of my favorite series of all time. You know, that and Assassin's Creed. So, like, yeah, it'd be like a guaranteed $60 from me. I'd buy it day one. You know, all 3 of the Sands of Time games in one glorious fucking package. You know, just fucking Ubisoft. I am literally printing you money here. Like, all you'll have to do is, you know, do the thing. I was so close, man. I'd have 20,000 if I hadn't fucking died again. No, don't think of it that way. That way lies madness. But yeah, Ubisoft, seriously. HD remake. Sands of Time. I will literally line up day one for that. And I don't do that often. Okay, I was there day one for Odyssey. Or not Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins. But, yeah. I mean, we were there almost, me and my wife were there almost day one for Odyssey as well. Which she liked way better than I did. Like, she got way farther in Odyssey than I did. And I don't know why. Like, Assassin's Creed Ancient Greece should be, like, the jammiest of my jams. Because, like, I mean, I went through a phase in high school where I was a Hellenic pagan, and I actually did worship the ancient Greek gods. You know, I can speak a little ancient Greek. Not much, not as much as I used to, because, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. That is true of languages more than probably anything else. But, like, I knew enough to read most of the way through the first book of the Iliad in Homeric, you know, in the original language. So yeah, like I said, Odyssey should have been, like, the hardest of my jams, and it really wasn't. Like, I liked Origins way better. And I can't say why. Maybe it was because Bayek was just a more likable character than Alexios. Then maybe I should try playing as Cassandra. Maybe she's better. I don't know. I mean, voice-wise, I like her voice better than Alexios. Whee! This is like the bullshittiest bonfire. Like, aside from the one in Darkroot Forest, where you have to where it's behind a hidden wall, or behind an illusory wall, this one here is probably the bullshittiest bonfire. Like, you have to know it's there, or you're just gonna end up running all the way through Sen's Fortress every time you fucking die. Could you imagine that, not knowing that bonfire was there? And, dying to the Iron Golem, and having to run all the way back through this shit. That is rage quit material right there, my friends. Fuck me. Oh well. I always wondered what that was. I've never actually fallen there and gotten that item. Usually when I fall there, I die. Usually when I fall in Sentinel or anywhere in this game, I die. Ugh. Still. At least I made it to the second bonfire. I got 7,500 souls. I'm gonna go take care of that firebomb throwing cocksucker real quick. He is giving me agita. I mean, sure, everybody loves explosions, but dude, you're taking it too far. Well, there's some people that don't like explosions. People that have been exploded, they probably don't care for them. People who know people who have been exploded, probably not a big fan. But all in all, I'd say, you know, most people are fans of explosions. Hi! You missed. You missed again. Third time was not the charm for you. No? I mean, I'm just gonna keep standing here. I got all night. No? I missed. That was my fault. It's very hard to aim these with, there we go. Throw your temper tantrum and fall to the ground. I think I hit the wall with that lightning spear, and I'm a little, pissed off about that. Oh well. He's about a third of the way dead. Ooh, you see him try to drop kick me like Lynn Elliott there? So okay, that was a Kansas City specific reference. Well, I guess Indianapolis. People from Indianapolis would know Lynn Elliott too, because he was the reason they made it to the Super Bowl that year. So, Lynn Elliott was the field goal kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs one year. And, I mean, he might have been multiple years, but one year in particular I remember. They were, you know, it was a chip shot, right? It was less than actual field goal distance from the field goal, you know. All he had to do was kick it in the goal, you know, and they'd be going to the fucking Super Bowl, right? And he missed it. And I guess, like, it's a mistake that any kicker could make, right? almost every athlete, even in the professional level, whiffs now and then. But it was such a big deal. Like, Lynn Elliott was the running joke in Kansas City the entire off season and most of the next season. You know, there were comic strips of Lynn Elliott taking a piss and missing wide left or wide right, whichever way it was that he missed the field goal. There were jokes that, oh, did you hear Lynn Elliott tried to commit suicide? And, you know, like, no, I didn't hear that. Yeah, he tried to hang himself, but he couldn't kick the chair out of the way. Shit like that, so... Yeah, that's some dark shit now that I think about it. Like, fucking... Yeah. Those are jokes that, like... I mean, it was the 90s, so, like, a lot of jokes that we made in the 90s and couldn't really be told anymore. Without, you know, pissing everybody off. But, yeah, that was a joke. I remember hearing that joke in, I must have been in either middle school or late in elementary. Maybe 5th grade. I don't remember what year it was that Lynn Elliott whiffed. But, yeah, I remember that joke actually being told in my presence. And like I said, I remember seeing the comic strips of him trying to take a piss and missing. Like, wow, we were kind of dicks to poor Lynn Elliott. I mean, I guess it's the same as Boston with Bill Buckner. You know, one person's foible, you know, and it's, like I said, it's something that could happen to anybody that plays the game, you know, professional or otherwise. Everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect. But to do it on such a national scale in front of so many people, yeah, that is, oof. And it's just, to me, that I would never play again. Like, period. You know, if that happened to me, that would be an ultimate career ender. Like, I would never... If I were Lynn Elliott, I'd never touch a football again. And, I mean, granted, he was a kicker. He didn't really touch the football. But you know what I mean. You know, if I'm Bill Buckner, I'm never touching a baseball again. Just out of a combination of shame and just shame, I guess, would be the crux of it. Just that kind of shame. Is that, like, okay, we've all seen the Game of Thrones episode where, you know, Cersei stripped naked and shaved and run through the streets with the woman ringing a bell. Shame, donk. Shame, donk. Like, that's what they went through. Bill Buckner and Lynn Elliott, and I'm sure there are others that I don't know about, but those two spring to mind because I'm a baseball fan, so I've heard of Bill Buckner, and I lived through the Lynn Elliott debacle. So, of course, I'm familiar with that. You know what I should have done? I should have gone down into the Great Hollow and gotten the Chloranthy ring. Did I? I thought about doing it, and I might not have actually did the thing. I did not. Huh. Random 500 souls. There's that. Okay. We're gonna do this. I've never actually tried Lightning Spear against this guy, because I usually don't have it this early. So we're gonna try a Lightning Spear. See how he handles that. That was not bad. Whip. Ow. That actually didn't hurt me. he grabbed. He's gonna spite me. Oh, and I fell to my doom. 9 out of every 10 deaths against the Iron Golem, I feel, is you just get spiked off the fucking cliff like a deflating football. Ugh. All right, take 2. Blessings to FromSoft for putting that bonfire there. And now, because that one giant is dead, I don't have to worry about fire bombs. I can just kind of stand here like a dumbass. Not have to worry about it. Is there a way to get down there to him, though? Like, I've never done it. I've never tried. I am uncertain. I kind of want to roll through that big pile of rocks. Goals, man, goals. So I think I'm gonna treat the Iron Golem the way I do the 4 Kings, and just fucking rain lightning down on him like Zeus until I'm out of casts. I kind of wish that Dark Souls 1 had the Ashen Estus Flask the way 3 does. Magic is so much nicer in 3 because you've actually got a mana bar. I know they're called focus points. Fuck you, it's a mana bar. Shazam, motherfucker! Shazam, I say. Did anybody see Shazam? Was that a good movie? I know nothing about the character, so I didn't bother. Like, it looked amusing from the trailer I saw. Where are my souls? Here I am looking around for them. Like, this isn't Bloodborne. I know they're not tied to fingers. I think they did that in Dark Souls 3 too, where if a certain enemy killed you, you just come back and it tapped below ya. Fuck me. Well, no souls for me. That's what, 25,000 I've lost? Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna beat this fucker. It's kind of a bullshit arena, but still not as bullshit as the Capra Demon. But whatever. Da-da-da-da-da. I like that you seem to glow in dark areas. It's weird. Like, you can actually kind of rely on that in the Tomb of the Giants. I mean, it won't get you very far. But, yeah, it's... If you haven't found the What's it snatch? The beardy, the skull lantern. Skull lantern. It can kind of, sort of get you where you're going. The self below. Oh, right in the Johnson. That's bad times for him. Right in the rock. Jesus, almost got him. If I'd have known he was going to go down like a date on prom night from just lightning, I'd have been doing this the whole time. Not quite, but... Oh, almost had him in the heel. So, fun fact, you can do enough damage with the whip to stagger him. I've done it before. I didn't manage to knock him off, but I did stagger him. He almost had me there. You see that shit. Oh. Souls, please. Thank you. Hoo-wee. Alright. Onward to Dracula's castle. It bothers me that one of the worst enemies in the normal game is who takes you to Orlando. I hate these guys with their lightning spears. Fuck them. I mean, thank God they have such low poise, because you can actually knock them off of the cliff most often when you see them. But there's a couple you have to fight legit. That sucks. This is, like, legitimately a beautiful area. With the fucking Michael Bay glory shot there. I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned it in passing, but this is actually one of the best areas to grind for souls, especially late in the game. Sorry about that. Once you have the silver covetous serpent ring, come here and give me just a second, I'll show you. Kill these guys. There's 3 on this side of the bonfire, and they don't aggro unless you come to fuck with them. There's 3 over here, there's 3 across the way there, there's 2 excuse me, in front of the cathedral, and then there's the 2 big ones inside. So basically, go from the beginning of Under Orlando. This is obviously late in the game, after Ornstein and Smo and all that. Yeah, come here and kill them all. I think I ground out like 10 to 20 levels in 2 or 3 hours. It was not difficult at all. So, here we are. Give me just a moment to pull up the build. We are heading for level 50. So 15 vitality, 20 endurance, 28 dexterity, which I don't have enough for, and then 26 faith. I'm going to actually go ahead and delay the dexterity so that the last 3 will go into dex, and go ahead and get our faith up there so that I can go ahead and go ascend the whip. I should use all of these soul items and go ahead and able to give myself another couple of levels. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sorry guys, this is probably riveting as I do this, but you know. Yes, I want to use the core of the Iron Golem. I don't even know what weapon it makes. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna use it. Five. 8. Okay, now go ahead and get our shit back together. And back together. And we are level 50 now. Yay! I think after 50 is really when the when dexterity starts to, you know, pumping points into dexterity starts to slow down, and we start pumping them into faith more. Actually, they stay about consistent. So for 60, dexterity is 31, faith is 30. At 70, they're both 34. At 80, dexterity is 37, faith is 39. At 90, dexterity is 40, and that's where it will stay. And faith is 44. And then by 99, it's 50. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the thing. I never gave Andre the Divine Ember anyway, so he's probably pissed that I'm holding out on him. I'm like his dealer, you know. I'm giving him rock and souls, and he gives me weapons. I don't know. Maybe who's the dealer and who's the buyer? If you know, I'm benefiting far more, at least visibly, from Andre's efforts. I don't know. Hi! Bye! Pleasure doing business with you, sir. The two differently shaped pauldrons on this breastplate bother me. I mean, I guess it makes sense in the fact that, you know, you're going to be using a shield, and the rounded pauldron is going to, you know, deflect more glancing blows off of your shield, whereas the straight pauldron is going to deflect it away from your weapon arm. I don't know. Ooh, that did some hefty damage to homeboy. Yeah, it did. No, sir. You're not allowed to heal. Great sword. And large titanite. Woo. I have almost got enough titanite just built up from drops that I'll be able to just level up the notched whip like it's nothing later. Okay, so Rickard is up here. And, ow! His rapier is wicked fast. Like, I wish it were that good in Dark Souls 2. But apparently it's complete garbage in 2. I don't know. I already had my, like, default rapiers leveled up crazy high. So when I got his, so I just kind of gave up on it. Plus, you know, every message board I'd seen basically said Rickard's rapier was complete garbage. Rickard's rapier. One day I will build a character around that rapier. Today is not that day. Tomorrow ain't looking good either. I don't know, is it actually decent in this game? I've never bothered. Like, I killed the dude for the souls. And to be able to get that rare ring of sacrifice. Which, okay, so, the rings of sacrifice here. If I had the brains of a plastic houseplant, I would keep the rings of sacrifice on me and, you know, use them here in Sen's Fortress, where I'm likely to die a lot. Especially if I have a lot of souls. But no. I can't do that. That would make too goddamn much sense. Okay. Let's go see our buddy Andre. He's probably wondering if we've gone hollow yet. I mean, everybody else in this crapsack world has gone hollow. Why not us? We look hollow as fuck. Haha. Bye, guys. Well, that didn't go as I wanted it to. That did. Thanks. If you keep hammering that like that, it's gonna break. Maybe, like, how are you even keeping it hot?
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
And once again, why would you say no? You have it, he can use it.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Modify. Unfortunately, we do have to undo the ascension. And then... combine. And because I still have so many green Titanite shards, and thankfully Andre can pull directly out of the bottomless box.
Don't get yourself
Which really
killed.
sounds like a slutty sister insult to me. Or mom. Could be a your mama joke. Your mom's so slutty, your box is bottomless. I don't know. Pro tip, you can actually feed green Titanite to Prant to give you regular Titanite. So, and I think it's a rate of 2 to 1. 2 regular Titanite to 1 green. I think. I've never actually done it. That was just, you know, from looking at things. I spend a lot of time on wikis, especially for this damned game. So we now have a divine whip. And theoretically, I could go ahead and take care of the catacombs right now. What shortcut message? I'm not debating, I'm just irked that the trap is not reset. Actually, you know what? I think the last bonfire I rested at was Anne Orlando. So let's go ahead and see. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think I stopped at any of the others. Fuck! Yeah, because I just did to repair my fucking gear. Dumb son of a bitch I am. Thanks for the extra Estus. I never understood where that comes from or why that happens. Is it random? Is it... What's going on with that? When I used to play, you know, back when the game was new, fuck, I aggroed them both. You know, I would like throw down the orange sign, you know, comments and shit. I'd randomly get humanity, and I know why that, but the extra Estus, I don't understand. But now you see how much more powerful the Divine Whip is. It's about comparable. I think it is just a little more powerful. It's really going to show off its power in the catacombs, though. Oh, wow, he came at me like I owed him money. Well, that was rude. And also completely my fault. That was stupid. Okay. Here's to hoping the trap is reset. Try to aggro just one of them at a time, which we did. Hi, buddy. Sorry I killed your friend. Or maybe your brother. Yeah, see, I think it was 73 when I hit him with a strong attack with the regular whip. So it's a little bit stronger at +5 divine than it was at +10 normal. I was gonna say regular, but normal sounds better, I guess. I don't know. Mundane. Playing with fire here, flipping around like that. I'm still pissed off at myself for that bonfire debacle. Like, I really feel like I should apologize. I am very, very sorry for that. That was, like, not even 2 seconds. Like, I don't even think a full minute or so had passed since I rested at that bonfire, and I'm like, I think I'm still linked to the Anor Londo bonfire, Homeward Bone. Son of a bitch. I never claimed to be the smartest the sharpest tool in the shed. So that name, Anor Londo, is that a Tolkien reference? Because I know Anor is son in Sindarin. I don't know, it's just one of those things I think about. So, but yeah, this is a great place to grind for souls. Up there's the Duke's Archives. Fuck that place. It's not bad. Like, there's just a lot of things that I dislike about it. Most of them are enemies. The crystal undead, yeah, fuck them. Deep and hard in the goat ass. I remember the first time I got here, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, what the fuck to do, why anything was going on. I mean, I still feel that way most of the time in any given Dark Souls game. Like, why? Why? Just why am I here? What is the purpose? What's going on? But, like, I made a rant a long time ago. It was when I was still, you know, doing a vlog. I ranted for like 6 or 7 pages about World of Warcraft, right? About it not really having a plot that I could, you know, see. Ow. Yeah, now you can't hit me with your fucking tail axe, can you? Oh, but you can do that? When did that become a thing? I mean, I guess because he's an Anor Londo gargoyle, he can fucking spit lightning instead of fire? I have never seen that before. Maybe he's just pissed because I stole his tail. I'm like waving it back and forth. Like the jokes about Lorena Bobbitt did, you know? Like, okay, maybe y'all don't remember Lorena Bobbitt. Or, I mean, fuck, maybe you do. So Lorena Bobbitt hacked off her husband's Johnson. I think while he was sleeping, as retribution for marital infidelity. So she hacked off his Johnson, and like, the rumors were ridiculous as to, like, what went on after the fact. Like, there were some people that said, oh, she threw it out the window. And, like, I don't know if that... I don't know what officially happened, what actually happened. But, like, the rumors were, she threw it out the window. She ran around the neighborhood waving it. Those are the only two I remember, but like it was insane. But you know what? Reality is weirder than fiction, because not only did he get it reattached, he got enhancements added and became a porn star. I remember seeing ads for it. It was called Frankencock. Like, I am ashamed, I know that, but it's hilarious. Oh, you dick cheese. smack you in the face, whatever. No, sir. Your knives. Akimbo. So that was another weird Daniel Radcliffe movie, Guns Akimbo. I've never watched it personally. I keep meaning to at least peruse it, because it looks delightful. And like, I watched part of Swiss Army Man because I'm a sucker for Daniel Radcliffe. Like, the dude he is how I would want to be if I were a celebrity, right? Or, you know, like, he has enough money to do whatever he wants, and he uses it to do whatever the fuck he wants. That happens to me at least once every time. At least the hard part's over. The gargoyle's dead. But Daniel Radcliffe, like, he is totally my my movie hero, because yeah, he just does whatever he wants. If it appeals to him, he's like, sure, I'll do it. Case in point, Horns. The movie Horns is a really good movie, first and foremost. It was a really good book, too, by a man named Joe Hill, which the Hill is short for Hillstrom King. He is, if you can't tell by looking at him, Stephen King's son. I believe the middle child. And the apple did not fall far from the tree in respects to Joe. The man is... He takes after his dad, and I love it. I have read probably about half of his novels. I'm still trying to get through The Fireman, and I can't get into it. I've gotten halfway, and I'm like, I feel the way about The Fireman the way I feel about The Stand. I just find myself wondering, good God, is this over yet? And I hate feeling that way about books, but there it is, you know. I mean, The Stand, you know what you're getting into, right? It's ridiculously large, and the Kindle version is the for want of a better term, writer's cut. It's, you know, got a great deal of stuff that was cut out of the original draft added back in. And it's like 932,000 pages long. And I reread it last year, I think it was, or maybe the year before. And like, I just wanted it to end. I love the story, but sound minds prevailed in the cutting of that material, I feel. I mean, as much as I love a good long book, I do. I love a long book. I love long books. I love long YouTube videos. I love long movies. You know, it's something to distract me for as long as humanly possible. I mean, I can't really complain about long books when my favorite, It, is over 1,000 pages itself. So, like, there's that. You know, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but yeah, the unabridged Stand is just, it's on the verge of torturous, you know. But I feel the same way about the Fireman by Joe Hill. Much as I love Joe's work, I find that one to be rather, fuck me, rather hard to get through. But Horns, which is how I got onto this tangent, Horns is a really fucking good book, and it's a really fucking good movie, and in large part because Daniel Radcliffe. The kid is he's not a kid anymore. I mean, actually, I think he's my age, so I can't really call him a kid. But he's amazing in horns, and it's so weird both to hear him swearing and to hear him using an American accent, but it works, and I love it. So, yeah, it quickly became one of my favorite books and favorite movies. And honestly, that's how I discovered Joe Hill. So, the reason I actually watched Horns for the first time was it was free on Xbox. Back when the 360 was a thing, I'm cruising through, and it's like, watch a movie now. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, is that fucking Daniel Radcliffe? So I Google it, or I IMDb it, and of course I'm like, oh, okay, that is Dan. I'm like, cool, let's watch this. It could be weird. And it was, and of course, because, you know, it's what he and Joe do. But, like, it's a really good movie. So, like, I've stayed up until, like, 4 in the morning, I think it was, watching Horns on the Xbox. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And, I'm watching the credits. I'm like, based on the book by Joe Hill. Who the fuck is Joe Hill? And I look him up, of course, because that's what you do when you're like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, he looks familiar, first of all. And then, Joe Hill. I'm like, Stephen King's son? What? Because I knew the kids' names, you know, because Stephen dedicates it to his children. I'm like, Naomi Rachel, Joseph Hillstrom. And I'm like, well, there's the name. Fuck me! God damn it. I'm getting sick of this shit. I mean, I can't blame Joe for, you know, writing under a pseudonym, a half-assed pseudonym. It's just half of his middle name is used as his last name. But I mean, I get it. You know, your dad is one of the most famous fucking horror writers in the world, and you basically write in the same genre. I would do the same thing, you know. Because, you know, you want to know that your own work is selling because it's good, you know. People are buying it because it's good, not because of who your dad is. And I'm sure, because the cat's obviously out of the bag, that Joe Hill is Stephen King's son, you know, I'm sure there are people that do buy his books because of who his dad is. But, you know, he got into the business because of his writing rather than who his dad is. So, good on him, man. You know, good for him. I wish both of them all the success in the world. They're two of my favorite authors. I'm not even going to give in to the joke that I was about to make there. I was going to say excluding present company, but I know, like, I hate my writing, so I can't even include myself in my list of favorite writers, because my writing sucks. Like, no lie, there are parts of it that I think are good. Like, I'm like, I can't believe I wrote this. This is pretty fucking good. And, I mean, I feel that's, you know, part of the equipment, the standard equipment of being a writer, is that kind of self-hatred. It's why a lot of us end up as alcoholics. God damn it! And this is why fucking a large portion of gamers end up as alcoholics, It's fucking Dark Souls. No lie, this is probably one of the harder sections of this. I guess I could try hucking knives at them. You know, see if I can knock them off. But I think their poise is going to be too high to fall from a knife. But maybe. We'll see. This is another one of those times that sometimes I can do this in one shot, and sometimes it takes me like 3 hours. Excuse me. This always makes me nervous too, this walking up this flying buttress. Fucking always freaks me out. Alright. Onward and upward. For a game that's not a platformer, this feels awful platformery. You know? Feels like bullshit is what it does. Well, that answered my question. Not gonna knock them off like that, but... Fuck me! Right. And it's not like I'm under-leveled. That's the thing. This is completely because I suck. You know? Like, there's nobody to blame on this but me. Literally, I can blame nobody but myself on this one. So, yeah. Come on, you miserable cocksucker. Try number 27. Like, I know I'm getting agitated, and that's just making it worse. But still, I can't help but get agitated. I guess I could just try to plow through and, you know, run past all these assholes, but... Do you think that'd work? Just head down, bull through these assholes? poisoned some pigeons in the park. God damn it again. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through this anymore. I'm gonna cut the video here and get last night's up and running, because I've got 2 videos there to fucking glue together. So I'm done for tonight. I might be back on later, but right now I'm so pissed off I can't even see straight. So good night, everybody.